Hey, what's up, guys? We got some Risk of Rain news today. We got a Risk of Rain Returns update, some info on the board game. I think there's like a big sale going on, and we got a release date for Alloyed Collective. So that's great. I always love when they do that. First things first, though, I just want to say I'm aware there's a dead pixel like right there under Al Gore. I know it was a big controversy in the last one of these I did. I'd need to get a new camera. I can see my feet. I'm like lagging all over the place. So I just want to give a quick shout out to Elgato. They make some solid products. So first things first, there was an update for Risk of Rain Returns, which is surprising to me. I'm just going to go ahead and play the trailer while I kind of talk about it. So last I had heard about this was about a year ago after Hopu Games had disbanded. My understanding at the time was the game is in kind of a weird legal limbo because Hopu Games, who had developed it, was no longer a thing. And Gearbox Publishing, who had published it, was no longer really a thing either. I think it was because of Take-Two had recently acquired Gearbox at the time, and they kind of shut down the publishing division, if I recall correctly. So it's interesting that they came out with an update for this. I don't think it ever got official mod support, but I know like you can play with mods now. If you go on the Thunder store, there's just a lot that you can download very easily, same way you would do it for Risk of Rain 2. If you guys want to check that out, it's pretty cool. I'm not really huge into the game. I don't think I've really played it since it came out, but I might have to go in and play it now because there is some new stuff, it looks like. There's an experimental option to allow more than 4 players in multiplayer. You can play with up to 32 people, which is impressive. I was unaware that 32 people were still playing that game, I'll be honest. But it's cool that they can all be in a single lobby now. A ping and emote system. That intrigues me. One of my favorite Risk of Rain 2 mods is the emote mod, so I will be disappointed if it's anything less than a full Gangnam style like emote section. I want some fucking Fortnite emotes in there, baby. The multiplayer host can now prevent players from picking the hidden survivors, so I'm sorry to all my Robomando enjoyers. But there is a judgment skin available for Robomando now, so that's pretty cool. I had forgot that wasn't even a thing. Added a tiny bit of new item content, including a new drone. That's interesting. If I can find some gameplay of that, I'll put it up. If not, whatever. Leave an angry comment. I think that was it for this. There's also a franchise sale going on for all of the games. So Risk of Rain Returns, Risk of Rain 2, and then the expansions, including Alloyed Collective, which is weird because I don't even think you can pre-order or purchase that in any way. But some pretty heavy discounts. 67% off, only $8 for Risk of Rain 2 right now. 50% off on both of the expansions. 35% off on Survivors, 35% off on Seekers. So if you guys, didn't buy Seekers when it came out, understandably, but you are curious about it now's probably a good time to do it. And then Risk of Rain, the original, is only $2 right now, which I think is probably a fair price, especially considering how much of an upgrade Returns was. But that one's $11, so that's pretty cool. They also did a presentation at PAX West, and they talked about Risk of Rain for all of about 5 minutes. And then Randy Pitchford came out, started doing his thing. So a couple things happened during this presentation, mainly the stuff we already talked about, but they did go over the Risk of Rain board game a little bit, so I kind of want to watch that for a little bit.
So it is fully funded, which is really incredible. It went live, and 30 minutes later, it was done. So this is definitely happening.
I think that's pretty
right now. It's over 1,000%
standard nowadays
funded,
with
which is incredible.
like huge
The
fan
game
bases
is
like
a
that.
co-op miniature game where you are working with your friends to try and get through the different scenarios.
I think a lot of people are probably just going to buy this for the miniatures, myself included, to be honest. I'm not super interested in a Risk of Rain style board game, I'll be honest. First of all, I don't really have any friends that would play it with me. Very, very sad. But that's okay. I also I don't know how well it would translate to board game format. I think about the Slay the Spire board game, which actually translates really well to a board game format. But, at the same time, I would rather just play the actual video game. I think it's better designed. But whatever. I think it could be fun, like maybe once or twice, but I don't know. Maybe it'll be a huge hit, and the board game fan base will totally eclipse the video game fan base. That would be something. All right, so that was kind of it with the board game, but they did also, I think, announce something is happening next week. So yeah, so on Friday, the 5th of September at 10 a.m. Pacific time, they're going to be doing a new Survivor reveal along with the release date. So we got a release date for a release date. One of my favorite things they do. I think this is kind of interesting though, because if we just go based off of the previous expansions, usually the first Survivor is revealed about a month before the actual expansion comes out. So I think with Railgunner, it was revealed like a month before DLC 1 came out, and then with Seeker, it was even shorter. It was like 2 or 3 weeks later, Seekers came out. So just based off of that trend, I would guess that Alloyed Collective is going to come out like late September, early October, which is pretty cool if that's the case. I guess we'll find out next week, but that is my initial impression from this. Yeah, and I just want to quickly show you guys Randy absolutely losing losing his mind. I'm not saying that he was on coke. I'm just saying I'm not saying that.
Chance. And we did it, you guys. We did it. But here, thanks.
Before we do that, Randy, I just got to know how you feeling right now. We're 14 days away from launch, by the way.
I'm freaking out. We've worked
Is
on
he
this
good?
game for over. I've been working on it for
What?
over 6 years. Since
You also
before
did like a
Borderlands 3
full
even
like
launched. Explore
Oprah
the
thing.
right now and prepare to have your minds beneath all of.
Dude, I love this. Comes out with an envelope.
Here's our story, you guys.
Oh my goodness.
Guess what? Underneath all of your seats, I've given you a copy of the story. Reach under your seat. There's an envelope with something inside of it. Take that out right now and prepare to have your minds freaking blown. Can you zoom in on this, what I've got here?
Fucking cease and desist from
Borderlands
Gearbox.
4 PAX West story. So you want to hear a story?
New car, dude.
Have I got a story for you?
Guy thinks he's Oprah. Oh my goodness.
Live on
I
stage at
I
PAX
just feel
West
like
in 2025, just 2 weeks away from the launch.
I just feel like he is absolutely coked out of his mind in this presentation. It's honestly, it was kind of incredible to watch. But with that, we're probably going to end the video here, and I'll probably make another video next week talking about the exciting new stuff and the reveal. So have a good day, everybody, and I'll see you guys in the next one.